Oh,
We're live.
we're live. We're live. Hi,
Hello.
I'm here with Paul Kerekes, the composer of parts on New Morse Code's upcoming album, Simplicity Itself. I'm out here in sunny Lawrence, Kansas, although it doesn't really look like it. And Paul is at beautiful Sarah Lawrence College in your office classroom, right?
Yonkers, New York, baby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in my classroom slash office right now. Get a look at the kind of space. It feels like sort of
Oh,
your friend's bedroom attic. Like I want to put like bunk beds in the corner or something.
oh, nice. What were you just teaching?
I was just teaching a private piano lesson, actually. So
Oh, so you sat on the opposite side of the room?
yeah, exactly. I was over on this side. Well, actually on a different piano because this is just a really dinky upright.
Oh,
We use
it's
this
just
for theory. It's not for some theorists. I'm gonna get an angry email from like some theorists.
great. Oh, I have a friend
Oh, hello! What an entrance.
from the side.
It would have been great if you came from top, like.
Oh yeah, Paul's coming in.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Hannah.
Cool presents might be around, so
It's true. I'm here. Hello. It's
talking about that.
we literally just started.
Yeah. Well, Paul, I was thinking it'd be great to talk to you. It's always great to talk to you. But tell us about your piece. What would you tell somebody who's never heard it?
The composer of the next piece is Paul Kerekes, is me. I wrote this piece a while back for you guys, actually. And I wrote them over like a year or two because we had the first movement, Turning. I remember we brought up to Norfolk and rehearsed. And that we had an experience there that really inspired me to write the next movement, which we learned, I think, about a year later. But the first movement, Turning, was sort of loosely based off of medieval form called the virelay. Medieval, right? Not virelay. I made this mistake.
Samuel Carl Adams says it's medieval.
As you can tell, this is a very loose inspiration. I was really into Baroque music a lot at the time. Hannah and I were actually in class together. She was the TA for this Baroque strings class we took with Robert Mealy. And I was just really absorbing a lot of the music from that time and picking up just all sorts of things. Even historically, I wanted to research this virelay and found out that it was sort of a predecessor to a rondo, and that the translation of the word itself means turning or swirling in some kind of way, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is indicative of the fact that the rondo kind of has this returning A section that comes back in between new inserted sections. So there was that aspect to the construction of the piece, but also Hannah's part is this very kind of like swirly, meandering line that the piano and the marimba are just always taking notes from. So it's really kind of this concerto for Hannah, and then it's sort of beefed up with the piano. Yeah, you got that? No, I'm just kidding. Every instrument's important, but I guess I'm sort of illuminating how I wrote it, where I sort of worked on this melody very intensely and then kind of orchestrated the parts around it based on sort of like remnants of pitches that Hannah zoomed by on. So that's Turning. And then when we rehearsed the piece, as you guys remember, we had sort of a strange experience finding a room that was big enough to fit both a piano and a marimba, and a 5-octave marimba. Because we were in like some barn, some converted barn in Norfolk. So we had to rehearse across 3 different spaces that were next to each other, but they had this kind of adjoining open doorway. I feel like I need to attach a picture for people or something so they can like really get it. Yeah, let's refer to diagram A.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right, so it wasn't like we couldn't see each other. We could still see each other and hear each other very clearly, but we weren't in the same one big space. So that really inspired me to write a piece where we were all, over the course of the piece, trying to like unify as one, to try to work towards being in the same room. And that kind of, I would say the most obvious way to listen to that and pick up on that idea is the fact that rhythmically we're always dissonant from each other. Someone's doing triplets while someone is doing 16th notes, while someone is doing you know, a quarter or triplet or something like that. There's always this texture that's really kind of like a nest of twigs together, and over the course of the piece it's straightening itself out to all line up. In the end we all end up on 16th notes and this kind of big chord together. So that's, I would say, that's a very jumbled description of everything.
I started learning the piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the beginning, I mean, you hear, like, Hannah in some ways is also the leader for that movement too, where, you know, if she changes a note, you know, there's a theme here. If she changes note, then you react to that and you change it, and then I'm picking up that note in my chord. So it's like this chain reaction always, which I think to me kind of felt like our experience rehearsing in those 3 rooms. Like we would listen for a change, react to that, and then react to that, and then eventually it comes all together in the end.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that's really fun about this piece for me is that it's by you, who's such an awesome person and somebody who just really loves music. Yes. What are you doing now that we can tell people to go to after they come to our album release concert September 20th?
Sort of an embarrassing question, because I feel like all of the stuff I'm working on these like very big projects that either don't have a date or they're happening like a year from now or something. So
what are the projects like?
But yeah, so I was at Avaloq this summer with you guys, but with Invisible Anatomy, and we were working on an opera. We're really interested in exploring artificial intelligence and finding some way to present that in an operatic form. We're at the very beginning stages of it. When we were at Avaloq, we wrote a scene from it. So we kind of got a start, but it's kind of developing. The other big project I'm working on, of course, you guys know about because you're involved in it, is Unblinking Eye, which is a play by Justin Taylor. And the music I'm writing is for me plus you, so that'll be trio plus actor. And I've been writing this piece, it feels like forever, so it literally is forever. So we don't have a date for that yet. I need to focus on finishing the music, but that's something I'm really excited about. Otherwise, I'm performing in October. I'm playing a Beethoven violin sonata up here not on the violin, believe it or not. I'm playing it with a violinist named Sungray Son up here on October 24th. So I've been like practicing piano a lot lately, which kind of feels really nice, actually. It's so direct. It's like a direct objective, and I get to just let my mind escape and practice. It's a really nice contrast sometimes from composing, which could be a grueling process at times. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm doing like an arrangement of, you know, some arrangements of Nat King Cole song, a Prokofiev opera excerpt from, I think it's Romeo and Juliet. So just, yeah, these kind of random smaller projects, and then some larger projects that I'm working on too.
Wow.
Yeah.
All sounds awesome. Now, the last time we saw you was this last summer, like you just mentioned, at Avaloq Farm Music Institute in Boscawen, New Hampshire. And one of the things for people that haven't been there, or maybe people who heard about it, that's so great about Avaloq is the food. whenever you're there, we always bond over the food. And so I wanted to ask you, in the interest of discovery for everybody who knows us, what is your favorite dessert?
I mean, there are so many I love. And Pete, the chef at Avaloq, is certainly one of the best dessert chefs I've come by. And Diane as well, who makes the cookies. But I have to say that my favorite dessert has never been made at Avaloq, which is donuts. I'm a donut guy.
Oh, donuts have been made. You'll just have to come.
Yeah, you just
I
come
don't
back.
I mean,
For
donuts are
breakfast.
how you could do it for breakfast too, like an old fashioned with a coffee or something. I love that, but I also love the sweet donut too, like a glazed or a maple glazed.
You like the maple bar?
The maple bar, just maple glazed.
Oh, maple glazed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What's
see.
the maple bar? Just like a bar.
Glazed.
Yeah.
That's just a rectangle instead of round.
I'm sure I would do that too.
Challenge issued.
Yeah, challenge issued. So Pete,
Yeah.
if you're watching,
Vermont maple
No,
syrup.
I think he would
glazed
be
donut.
a fantastic donut too. I mean, he should just do it. I mean, Dan Schlossberg, have you ever had his donuts? They're pretty
No.
incredible.
Well, I should say that see you at our album release party in New York
I'm very.
at the Domina Center, and the chef
Oh my
from
God.
Avaloq
Wow.
cooking some amazing food for everybody
Oh,
at this party. So maybe then we can ask him about donuts.
yeah.
But I know he has some dessert planned.
Okay.
I'm not at liberty to discuss what it is.
Okay. Wow. I'm very excited, guys.
The odds are 100% that it will be delicious.
Yes.
The event just went from like year to. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. Yes.
It's
That's
such a nice touch. It's beautiful. And Pete is someone that you know like really well. Have him be.
Paul, thank you
Thank you.
for talking to us.
Of course.
We'll be playing one of the movements of your trio, Turning, with extraordinaire Thomas Kotcheff at the album release party, and we'll see Paul there, and hopefully everybody who's watching this there too as well. Awesome. Thanks, Paul.
And thanks, guys. It's so good to see you.
Nice to see you too. See you in person soon.
I can't wait.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. See you.